Is Skirk really worth pulling in 5.7, or is she just overhyped because of her lore? In this video, we're breaking down every major beta change, showing you her optimal rotation, and revealing the absolute best teams and supports to maximize her damage. Trust me, if you want to dominate the Spiral Abyss with Skirk, stick around, this is packed with everything you need. Let's start with the recent beta changes, broken down across all three major beta phases so far. First beta, Skirk's signature weapon got its first adjustments here. The base attack increased from 608 to 674, giving her stronger raw stats. But, the crit rate dropped from 33% down to 22%. That means you'll want to prioritize attack percent and other offensive buffs instead of just stacking crit. This change also makes the Marishal Hunter F2P set more consistent, especially if you're running supports like Fiorina who already boost crit and damage. Also in first beta, her energy generation was improved. Previously, only the first charged attack after entering in state generated particles. But now, any cryo damage Skirk deals will generate 4 particles every 15 seconds. That's a great buff for overall team energy flow. Second beta, the big highlight here was her Serpent Subtlety mechanic. It now starts with 100 stacks at the beginning of each Spiral Abyss chamber and carries over between chambers. This means you don't waste time rebuilding stacks and can immediately go into high output damage, using both her burst and normal attack sequence efficiently. Her burst also saw major changes. Base damage was slightly reduced, but if you consume more than 50 Serpent stacks, ideally 62, you get a big boost. Overall, the burst's motion value increased by about 5%, and it scales better with rift damage. Her C2 was buffed too. It now triggers during her special burst and gives more attack percent based on absorbed rift damage, rewarding skillful burst timing. Third beta, final phase, Skirk's elemental skill cooldown was shortened from 9 seconds to 8. This smoother cooldown syncs better with team rotations and raises her theoretical DPS by around 5%. Also, her best 4-star support, Dahlia, got buffs in this phase. Her shield strength was increased, and her attack speed bonus was improved, helping Skirk land more normal attacks. However, the shield stacking was reduced slightly, so durability stayed about the same. Now let's talk about Skirk's optimal rotation. New private server footage shows a high efficiency combo where she does 4 cycles of normal attack 5, followed by a normal attack 1, and 2 charged attacks with dash cancels. Mastering this sequence increases Skirk's personal DPS by around 10% and total team DPS by about 4%. It works especially well in freeze teams with Cryo Resonance active. Alright, quick giveaway break. We're giving away a Welkin Moon for version 5.7. To enter, just comment your UID, server, and your favorite part of version 5.7 down below. And don't forget to join the Discord server. The winner will be announced there. Back to the meta talk. Where does Skirk fit? She's a high burst cryo DPS that thrives in freeze comps. Her mechanics focus on tight rotations, energy uptime, and Serpent Subtlety stack management. But to truly unlock her full potential, you need very specific supports. Number 1 is Escoffier. No surprise, he is Skirk's best support by far. Every top-tier Skirk team includes him. Without Escoffier, her damage drops by about 25%. Their cooldowns line up perfectly, allowing you to maintain clean rotations. If you want Skirk to be competitive with characters like Mavuika, your team must include Escoffier, Fiorina, and Shenhe. Fiorina brings huge value through team-wide damage buffs, consistent off-field hydro, and enables Skirk to run the Marishal Hunter set, her best artifact set for max damage output. Shenhe and Yellen are next. Shenhe directly buffs Skirk's cryo damage, while Yellen provides a 50% damage bonus to the active character and also contributes high hydro off-field. Both are equally valuable depending on your team setup. Citlali is also a good pick. Strong hydro application and she can hold the scroll set, making her a solid flexible choice for support. If you want Skirk to really shine, you need at least 2 of these premium supports. If you only have one, I highly recommend pulling Escoffier or Shenhe in 5.7. Without them, Skirk's damage drops by up to 40% and she becomes much harder to optimize. For F2P players or those without premium options, Dahlia is your best budget support. Her recent buffs help, especially at C6, where she becomes viable. Rosaria and Yunjin are serviceable alternatives. However, Xingqiu has dropped a tier lower because his cooldowns don't align well with Skirk's new optimized rotations. Final thoughts: don't expect Skirk to surpass Mavuika, she's more in line with Veressa, serving as a reliable freeze-focused driver with solid scaling and team synergy. Some players may feel underwhelmed, especially given her deep lore and build-up, but in the current meta, she's a very solid cryo DPS with unique mechanics and clear value in the right team. If this breakdown helped you out, don't forget to like, subscribe for more Genshin content, and comment your Skirk team comps below. More guides on her artifact sets, talent priorities, and weapon choices are coming soon. Stay tuned.